Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and welcome to the finale of evolving our latest custom solar system version 17 from birth to death. So if you remember last episode, our main star over here, Spicer, it's getting pretty rapid now. As we can see, the brightness and size is getting pretty darn big now. So yeah, we're currently at the view from the dominant gas giant. As you can see, things are very bright here. And it's the brightest this planet has ever seen up to this point, so it's looking pretty wild. If we go all the way out to the full grand scheme of everything, so we can see we have one object in a very elongated orbit from the ejection last episode, which is sticking pretty down far out at this point, so things only get more wild from here in all honesty, so it should be interesting. We've got our brown dwarf down here still patrolling the outer edges of the system. And now, as for the inner system, things aren't looking very great. You can see everything is just lost in the glare of our main star. If we go ahead and go to the goggles mode, there we go. We can see the inner planets are absolutely scorched. You can see, look at the face of that. That is not looking great whatsoever. So we've got, yeah, the same for all of these guys. They are all absolutely just scorched at this point. Look at the old Pascal. I mean, this thing was once habitable. No longer. It is a complete scorched world. Any remnant of life has been long erased. So you can see there. It's not looking great. And yeah, even the objects far out are not really seeing much good temperatures at this point. You know, go out to the ice giant, that's at 100 degrees. And then past the ice giant, you're at the brown dwarf. There is absolutely nothing in the system left to be habitable at this point. Everything is absolutely scorched. So without further ado, we're going to continue running this simulation as we run this thing to its death at this point, as there's not much else this star can give. All the planets are too hot for any sort of habitable conditions. So it really is the final stages of this system's life at this point. So if we continue to evolve, we can see the final changes of the orbits. You know, wouldn't be surprised if we lose this object at the end here. It's the only object that has cold temperatures currently. When it loops back round, it in theory should warm up. I think it was doing that last episode. So we'll see. So even this old thing all the way over here will actually receive temperature when it comes in range of the star's habitable zone, because it is a pretty darn big zone, as you can see. And its orbit is really struggling to hang on. It takes quite a long way for it to go around. It's taken over 3,900 years roughly. It's constantly changing though because of the other objects in there. This thing's orbit is constantly being upset by more of the other objects. As for the inner system, we can see it's mostly behaving itself now. There's a few objects in there that are still slightly fathoming themselves out, but we've had quite a lot of run simulation time at this point. If we look at the bottom here, we're almost at 0.03 millionths. I think we've had a pretty darn good amount of run simulation time at this point. So remember, this system started from 0. If you just look carefully there as well, this planet did just receive some good temperature, but it's slang back out again, as we can see. And it looks like that may be the end of it. That may be gone. Doesn't look like it's going to come back from that. So it looks like that's been ejected completely. So it's going to survive this system's destruction. So as for the star itself, let's go ahead and just slow things down, as we're going to continue evolving it into its current kind of form. So let's go ahead and just quickly pop a save in as well, as always. So if we compare this Spicer to the regular Spicer, I think the only thing we need, or the only thing left to do now, it's actually a little bigger than regular Spicer. If we just place regular Spicer over here, for instance. So regular Spicer's stats is 22,000 on the temperature and 13,000 luminosity. So as we look at our star is not quite there on the luminosity or the size yet. So we're going to, or the temperature, sorry. So we're going to go ahead and slowly increase this temperature now. So I'm going to pull it to the full 23,000 Kelvin there. And there you go. And the luminosity is spiraled past regular Spicer now. So this star really is getting to the big levels now. Radius of sun. Again, we're going to make this bigger. So I'm going to pop it. I'm going to double it. 0.01 AU. So the star is getting rapid power now. Let's see what kind of chaos it does here now. Let's go ahead and press play. And there you go. So the star has evolved much further. Look at the zone now. Oh, yeah. So even the brown dwarf. Can it warm the brown dwarf more? I have no idea. I've never actually really tried that. Actually, can a star heat a brown dwarf higher? I do not have any idea on that. I don't know if it can, to be honest. But yeah, there you go. So even the ice giants over here, they are now going to be receiving a pretty high level of temperature. Let's have a look at it. Let's go all the way down to its perspective. So even at the distance of this ice giant here, you can see that the luminosity of the star, look at that, that's with the goggles off. So even at this distance, the Spicer star is really giving this thing some temperature. 55-year orbit, so it's a little closer than Uranus's orbit to our sun, pretty much. I mean, it's roughly a Saturn-Uranus kind of distances, this object right now. The blue glow looks absolutely beautiful to look at. Yeah, that's a fantastically nice looking globe. But if we turn to the big star, you can see why it is so reflective. As look how much light it is getting now. At one point in time, this planet was not getting any light at all when the system was first born. So now we can see that, yeah, the star has become an absolute monster. And you can see there's actually a red glow behind our planet now. So yeah, this guy's not looking very great, but it looks absolutely beautiful. Imagine observing that in the night sky and seeing that reflect back at you. I mean, that would be brilliant. Look at it. It's a beautiful little pearl in the night sky there. Look, there you go. Looks absolutely brilliant. So what else have we got? Where's the dominant gas giant? I'm guessing this thing would be absolutely glowing hot as well. Look at the dominant gas giant. It is absolutely skyrocketing. Look at it. Oh yeah. It's a monster. There it is with the goggles on. Turn them off and you get the full-on blast of this thing's temperature. 800 degrees on the dominant gas giant now. Look at that. That is an absolute wreck now. What about the other gas giants over here? How's this one doing? Again, also very, very bright. Oh yeah. So, as for the inner system now, how are these objects looking? Because where's which one was the gas giant? There was a hot gas giant in here at some point. I'm not sure where it's gone. But yeah, there was. We did have one in there at one point. I'm not sure if it still exists actually. But there you go. So, let's continue. Yeah, that Spicer star. Oh man, that's going to be quite wild. Oh, the orbits are still changing. No, look at that. There's still a few changes in here. Eventually, as our star starts to lose mass, as it becomes into the red supergiant kind of phase, there's no that when that mass drops, we should start seeing some orbits getting a little destabilized, things like that. So, could be interesting. Right, and that outer object is gone, isn't it? Yeah, it's never going to come back at this point. Where is it? It is. I've even lost track of where he's gone. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, that's never coming back. That is absolutely out of here. There you go. Let's go ahead and delete the particles. So, again, look, we've got another object on the outer skirts now, past the brown dwarf's orbits. This is the only object at probably a reasonable kind of temperature at the moment. Still receiving a lot of light. Turn the goggles off. That's your star in the distance. So even at this distance, though, Spicer is giving this thing a real light show. There's the brown dwarf in the distance. So I'm guessing this is the only thing that's really getting a somewhat decent temperature. It still goes into the minuses on the far out orbit. As it slings by, we can see the temperature is warming up again. As it gets closer to the star, so it goes into the positive temperatures. But it's only a cratered world though, so there's not much for it, even if it does warm up. Goes into the 40s, 50s. How high does it go? Oh, it gets really bright. 100 plus, almost 200 degrees. Oh man. And it slings by the star, and it gets shot out once more. Oh man, okay. How are we doing over here? Right, dominant gas giant, there you go. How's that ice giant doing? 400 degrees plus on that. There you go. That's for the inner planets as well. I think at this point it's going to be we're going to start going to rapid evolution of the star. So again, let's go ahead and just start increasing that radius. Okay, so we're on the next stage of the star's evolution now. I actually had to restart the sim because the star thought it'd be funny to tear itself apart because I didn't increase its rotational period. So there we go. So that's fixed it now. So as we can see, radius is in the 0.2 AU mark now. The temperature is dropping as it gets larger, so it will start hopefully going red at some point. The luminosity is past the regular Spicer star. So this star really is now getting into the big leagues. So we can see the temperature dropping. If we increase time a bit, let's see how things continue now. I mean, I'm sure this star is going to just start dissolving planets or something soon. I mean, it could actually start tearing, melting them into absolute oblivion. That's the closest planet doing here. I'm sure this thing's probably losing mass at some point. I mean, look at the state of that. It is not looking great. I mean, this thing was tidally locked, if I remember correctly, so it's got a bit of a weird old orbit going on. Second planet out. Yeah. I think this was the gas giant at one point. I think it lost its mass, or lost all of its hydrogen. I'm pretty sure this is all that's left. I think that's a rocky core now. I'm sure this was a gas giant. I can't remember. I really don't know. I'm sure we had a gas giant in here at one point. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it lost its mass or what. But we definitely had one in there at some point. Or it already got engulfed. I can't remember. But yeah, there it is. So all the way further out now, that luminosity zone is absolutely huge. Let's continue with the thing. You can see this thing here. It looks like... oh yeah, I forgot to delete it from the resave of the simulation. There we go. So that got ejected. That is gone. Okay. So we can continue to evolve the orbits. You can see that other planet's orbit still getting upset by the brown dwarf, as you can see. That one that was slinging around there, so not looking good on that one's front. There we go. Let's continue saving as well, because we know the orbits can always be pretty crazy. So there we go. As I want to really give the star a rapid evolution now, so let's see. Okay. So I'm thinking it's going to have to start losing mass at some point as it gets bigger. So I'm going to double its radius again, 0.4. The temperature is really dropping now, so our star is really going to start going red soon. I'm going to try and increase the luminosity further. I'm going to try and go for a double. And that's really going to drop it. Oh, look at that. So the star's going from blue. Now it's going to go into the red sort of colours. Possibly. No, it's increasing a bit more. Okay. Maybe we can just simulate a bit more redness to it. There you go. Even though it doesn't look very red. Give it a bit more. Yeah. There you go. So although I know it says 8,000, but just for the visual version, make it look a little more red. It's in theory. That should hopefully be what it will be doing. So there you go. Now it does. I do think we need to start dropping a bit of mass because I think, you know, star gets older. You know, it's going to start, you know, losing some of its layers. So I'm going to slowly but surely drop a bit of mass here, and it's going to upset the orbits, but that's fine because that's in theory what would sort of happen. So I'm going to just lose a bit of mass, so it could destabilize a few things. We're going to drop maybe one sun of mass there. And I'm going to make the radius bigger. There you go. Oh, and that increases the mass again. Star doesn't know what he wants to do. So there we go. I'm going to make a size a bit bigger. And now I'm going to lock the radius and then drop some of the mass back. There you go. So there you go. So that's going to upset some of those orbits, as you can see. So I'm going to drop it down to maybe 8.4 suns. So it's lost a bit of material there as the star gets more rapid. There you go. Luminosity and other stuff is still going good. Okay, let's go and go for another save as we continue. There you go. Alrighty, so has that loss of mass changed anything? I mean, the dominant gas giant, I mean, this planet here could be in a bit of trouble. Being so close to those gas giants, its orbit could get a little shot out at this point. I mean, it's not looking great. I did it the furthest planet out. Oh, that one's still hanging on in there. There you go. So we're 0.5 AU in size now. Again, let's continue with more size, I think. Let's go straight up to 1 AU at this point, I think. There you go. 1 AU. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. I think the surface temperature, luminosity, again, let's go for a little higher. Let's go to maybe 70,000. There you go. Mass, again, I think I'm going to lock that. I'm going to drop the mass a bit more down to maybe 7 suns. There you go. Okay, continue to press play. Temperature is dropping. There you go. A little bit more. Oh, yeah. Now star is really getting up there. It's bigger than the sort of red giant sun's kind of size now. The 1.1 AU, bigger than what we'd expect the sun to reach. So there you go. So it really is causing some issues now. Oh, yeah. 70,000 luminosity. That is pretty rapid. Let's go ahead and have a view of it from our distant planets. So here we go. What's going on here? Oh, I didn't want to go on the surface of you. There you go. Wait, there you go. So, obviously the red light from the star. If we turn the goggles off. Ooh, that's not really making much of a difference, actually. I think it's because I've got a customized gala on it. It's not really doing the lighting quite right. Maybe if I just put it back to its regular one. Let's see how it... Heat go if I go to simulated. There, that's more like it. Turn the goggles off, and that's how it is probably looking. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I need the custom colours, and it doesn't quite do the same thing. So, there you go. What is all that? Something losing mass? I just saw a massive trail of stuff. Oh, that is insane. Oh, man. Look at that. What's going on over here? Fragments. What's that coming? What's all this? Where have they come from? Who's losing mass in here? Something is. Is there a massive trail of particles coming out of something? Oh, yeah. It's going to be hard to spot. But yeah, look at this. This is getting pretty rapid. I mean, look how close the planets are getting to it now. I mean, it's going to start engulfing things at this point. I mean, it's really getting out there. Oh, yeah. Look at these. I think when this thing goes bang, it's going to be quite the spectacle. So, alright, let's continue. So, I'm thinking... I'm going to slowly just start spiking up this radius now. Temperature's dropping. Star's getting pretty rapid. There you go. Going to go up to the 2 AU mark soon. That is a very loud motorcycle. I do apologise, everybody. Got to have those windows open when it gets hot, though. Oh, is that planet gone? Oh, it's still hanging on in there. There it is. There you go. Let's go a little bigger. Oh, we're losing a bit of mass now, but you know what? That is fine. 8.6. Oh, no, we're increasing in mass. No, that's not how things work, but just forget that. Planets are still being pulled in, though, as the star gets bigger. So there we go. Let's go ahead and decrease that mass again. There we go. So stars, yeah, still struggling. Let's lower it a bit more. So it is losing that mass. Lock that again. Make this bigger. There we go. So we're slowly getting out there. Let's delete those particles. There you go. Maybe we'll make the star rapid evolve now. There you go. Oh, it's shedding itself. Oh, there you go. I think I need to increase that rotational period a bit. That'll help him out. But the star shedding its outer layers. A very little cool spectacle. How does that look with the... Oh, yeah. We're at 3,900, so we really have become a red star at this point. So there you go. That is quite the size. There's its loss of material slinging out at the beginning of the end. Look at that. Quite a cool view, actually. Let's turn that all off. There you go. So the star beginning to shed itself as it comes to an end. Quite a cool visual, actually. There you go. All coming out of the middle there. Alrighty, so turn the goggles off. It's quite a cool view with the goggles off or goggles on as well. Look at that. Oh, and it's all gone. Okay. So, how are we doing here? So, how much larger can we go is the question at this point. Let's continue with saving as well. That always helps. There you go. Delete the particles. Okay. Let's continue. Let's go for I really want to double it. So temperature is dropping a bit more. Another planet is gone. Let's go for a rapid sort of end of life here. There we go. Going up to 6, 7. That is huge. The dominant gas giant. All the other inner planets have been pulled in. Look, there you go. The dominant gas giant is now the closest planet to the star. I don't think there's going to be... There's not many planets left when we have really executed everything here. There's not much left to tell, I tell. So there you go. Now, will the dominant gas giant survive the explosion of this star? Because I think that star, I think that's at peak size at this point. I don't think it should really be getting any bigger with 5 masses of sun. I mean, look, Betelgeuse is bigger than... We've given this thing a real large size. We've kind of made it an anomaly. Ui Scuti, I mean, it's not on that scale. It's about a Canis Majoris level here. So there you go. And that's 17 masses of sun. So this star's done very well to get this large with less mass. So there you go. Let's lock that as well. I'll lock this. What if I make the luminosity insane? There you go. Oh yeah. I think that should be the final thing as its luminosity goes absolutely insane. There's the dominant gas giant struggling, hanging on there. We turn the goggles off. Look at it now. That is a beast of a star. There you go. So, even the brown dwarf at this point should be fearing that monster in the sky. There it is. As the star comes to its end. And I think there's only one thing left to do, and that probably is to pop it. So, let's go ahead and just rename it as Spicer B to D. Give it a save, which is there. And you guys know the drill. Let's go ahead and press play. Let's just slow things down so we can watch it all play out in slow motion, hopefully. So a couple of hours. Now all I need to do now is replace this with... It's got to be a black hole, I think. We'll go with a 1 solar mass black hole. So with the only remaining object will have 1 mass of that left. Actually, no, we'll make it maybe... How much mass of the star? I mean, the star obviously loses its mass when it blows up. I'm going to put it at maybe 4 masses of sun. So the black hole has been generated, and all I need to do is place the star back on top and blow it up. And that gives us our simulated destruction, and then the black hole retains the orbits in the middle, if any of the things even survive. Right, where's our star? So space, where are we? Oh, hello. Right, just search for it. There it is. So plop our star back on top. And all I need to do is detonate it. So the black hole exists in the middle already. Give it maybe a custom, custom color. And then all we've got to do is explode it. Where's the explode? Some tools. Explode. Where are we? There it is. Powers. Plop the star. Why did I say Canis Majoris? I didn't place Canis Majoris in. Well, either way, it's the same size star anyway. So that'll be fine. So we're going to view it from the dominant gas giant's perspective here, as this system comes to an end. So there you go. It's going to be the end of everything here. Turn the goggles off. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. So about to see the end of Canis Majoris. Why is it Canis Majoris? I am certain I placed that correct object in. Yeah, it literally was selected in here. Yeah, that's really weird. Right, so probably best to put the goggles on. Press play. And there you go. That is the end of it. Oh yeah, there's no star anymore. The directional light's taken over. But in theory, so we must right. Oh, you can start feeling the heat. Oh yeah. As the star has gone, the black hole should be in the middle, which it is. So these are still orbiting that in theory. Yes, the orbits are still there. That's fine. So what will survive? That is the end of the star. Oh yeah, feel that. It's going to get absolutely scorched by all that. Oh man. But it looks like the mass may hold on, actually. Looks like that's not enough to destroy the dominant. How's the other planets? We'll see. Maybe they're far enough away to survive. Looks like dominant gas giant is easy. So, oh wow, what happened there? Something lost a lot of mass. What got wiped out there? Was that the ice giant? Did it get shedded of all its layers? Let's see. So there you go. And that is the end of that. So what actually survived? So it looks like, oh yeah, there, look. So you can see the ice giant lost its outer layers. It's gone. So that's all that remains again, with the dead black hole in the middle. So the dominant gas giant did survive. And all that's left is the old black hole in the middle. So let's go ahead and remove all of that. This is all that's left, as this all fades into darkness now with no remaining star. So there you go. Black hole in the middle, obviously small and dense. There it is. Looking pretty cool. Oh yeah. They changed the way black holes look, didn't they? Yeah, look pretty different now, actually. It's pretty weird, actually. Yeah, black hole, very scary in there. What's it look on realistic? Yeah, there you go. So that's all that's left. Yeah, I remember they changed black holes a while back, so... Black hole's in there. Nothing else going on in there. That is the end of that. As to the planets, I mean, their orbits are still in there. You can see there's a bit more instability there. Looks like maybe some orbits will be... that was the ice giant. All that's left, the brown dwarf, yeah, that still exists. So that's still hanging on there. But it looks like the orbits have been instable a bit because the star's lost all its mass. The star has less pull on the planets because it's just a black hole with less mass. So some of the planets' orbits have been a little... Yeah, it's all broken. Ho ho! And that's the end of that. Looks like it was a bit of a turmoil there. And it looks like the dominant gas giant and the other gas giant have just slung each other out. And that's the end of that. Oh dear. Oh my gosh, look at the state of this. So the system is just falling apart after the death. There's not much else to continue simulating. I mean, look at that. That is it. And it looks like the ice giant is being ejected as well. The brown dwarf's the only thing that's left. Everything else is gone. So it's literally just the brown dwarf and the black hole. And then you got that last... That little dwarf planet, or the regular Earth-like planet, sorry. Or Earth-sized planet, anyway. That's the only thing that's kind of survived to hang on here. Everything else is gone. Oh dear. See, look. I don't remember placing a Uranus in here. What's going on there? What the heck? That's glitched out. Look, it's not even in the simulation. I can't even delete it. That's really weird. What the heck? That planet's gone. We lost that orange one as well. Where the heck has that gone? Oh my gosh. Oh, that really got ejected. So the other two gas giants slung each other out. And this is all that remains. And I don't think this thing's going to last forever. I reckon that's going to get slung out eventually. We can try and see. My guess is it's not going to come back eventually. Or maybe it will. Oh, it's starting to hang on. Look at it. That brown dwarf is all that's left to really keep it under control. There you go. God, look at it. It's really just trying to hold on. Oh, man, look at it. The orbit just doesn't want to give up. This Earth-like world is just surviving. It's a real survivor. I think that's it, isn't it? It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. No one that's left. It's the brown dwarf, the most dominant object of them all. It's the only thing left. It's cleared everything else out. The only thing that still shines in this system. That's all we got left. The old brown dwarf. There he is. And yeah, if that all said and done, everybody, that is the end of this birth of this system. So hopefully you enjoyed that real dramatic finale there as our star exploded. The planet's orbits just destabilized completely with the loss of the mass. And the black hole couldn't hold them together with its less mass than the star. So there you go. That is the end of this system. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, press that like button down below. Subscribe for more. Help us on the journey to 50,000 subscribers. And yeah, that all said and done, everybody. Make sure you have a great day. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.